Just as a disclaimer, this episode deals with our own personal injuries and may not be suitable for all listeners.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back
to PassingLaughs podcast.
To PassingLaughs podcast.
The PassingLaughs podcast.
I'm just gonna start fucking recording.
Trademark.
Nope.
Oh.
Fuck that.
I'm waiting on a cue.
I can't work under this pressure.
Just throw it at the very end. It'll throw people off.
I should have gone to a doctor 100%. The human condition is bullshit.
How many knives is too many knives?
I was just going to say something problematic.
I quit.
I don't believe any of that. You know what? Let's just move on. Okay, welcome back to the PassingLaughs podcast.
Ooh, my, what a good intro. Way to go.
I'm Haley.
I'm Ross.
I'm Beebs. So I've noticed that Ross came into the studio with a sling today. What'd you do, bud?
Not that.
Not what?
I mean, I injured myself.
Yeah,
for this bit.
Doing what? How'd you injure yourself doing for this bit? I want details.
I haven't had time to think of a good lie.
No. So give me them sweaty deets, dude. Throw them at me.
I was fighting.
Defending
my wife's honor on
against
the mean streets of Toronto. Last weekend.
Wow, Canada. Last weekend.
At VidCon.
No.
Wow.
No, I don't believe any of that. You know what? Let's just move on.
So the topic for today is injuries.
Yeah, and I have a story. Story time.
I hope so, man.
Yeah.
Just lead us in then. Let's go.
One time, when I was in 8th grade, I rolled off my bed, but as I realized I was rolling off my bed, I held onto my sheets and I popped my shoulder out of place.
You've actually dislocated your shoulder.
Yeah, and then my grandma came upstairs and then she popped it back into place.
What?
That shit was crazy, dude. My shoulder's still fucked up. I should have gone to a doctor 100%.
So this is a bunk bed?
No, this is just a normal bed.
So what?
So, but imagine for me, someone rolling off their, let's say if you're laying on your back, the left side of the bed. So I was rolling off, and then I was asleep. So, as I was rolling off, I realized I was falling off the bed. Oh. So I reached out with my left arm, and my body was still gravity had committed to throwing me onto the floor.
Gravity had taken over.
So I grabbed onto the mattress as hard as I could, but in doing so, my shoulder stayed in place, but my body wouldn't.
Wait, so you didn't fall on the shoulder that dislocated?
I didn't fall on it.
He pulled it out.
Yeah, I was like...
Yo, that's some strength, bro. You reached okay. Yeah. So for the none of your viewers, so for the none of you.
For the listeners.
For all of you that aren't... Fuck. Beeves reached across himself as he was falling.
Yes.
So you fell off backwards. Your back was to the ground.
Yeah.
And he reached across his chest, grabbing the thing. And okay, that makes a little bit more sense. I put some torque
and when you're asleep, your first instinct is just to act, not to think about, okay, which is the optimal way to stop this. Yeah,
I think my instincts are just to spread out, put your arms in the
increase the surface area.
Yeah. So I don't know why you did what you did.
I think it was in my head, I think doing that motion of reaching across the chest is trying to upright yourself back onto the bed, you know?
Also, you're asleep, so you don't, in your head, I'm not on a bed.
Yeah.
I'm on a skyscraper, and I can't catch myself. Yeah. I just got to grab what I'm falling off.
I was just I'm moving, here we go. And then my shoulder popped out, and then my grandma heard me scream. She came up, and she popped it back into place.
Was it a...
It was like that, but pitch it down, several. Way down. I could feel it reverberate through my entire body. I was like, ow.
Was it
yeah. It's something similar to that.
You know, though, if you had gone to a doctor, they would have done the exact same thing.
That's true, and it still would have been fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they can,
it's never the
fix
same.
your inside, your shoulder.
I mean, supposedly with, a lot of athletes, once they dislocate something, it's just never the same again. It's always getting dislocated.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you were just predisposed to get that done happen at some point.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing that I haven't had done to me. I've actually never broken a bone either.
Me neither. Well, maybe. I don't know. I can't verify that.
You stub your toe really hard?
Yes. I've never had a broken bone diagnosed, but I'm positive that I fractured my ankle and broke my toe.
So I fell down the stairs at my friend's house one time.
Yeah.
And it
all
was
carpet, right?
carpet, yeah. So I was in socks and I just like hit one of the stairs wrong and it was right at the top. So I slid all the way down, bam, 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 on my butt.
You butted it.
Oh, did your tailbone hurt like for days on end after that?
Weeks. And sometimes to this day, if I sit wrong for too long, it still hurts. So I'm pretty sure I broke it.
You fucked up your tailbone, dude. 100%.
Yeah. But it was so
Yikes.
funny because everyone in their house came running to the bottom of the stairs, but instead of being like waiting to see who it was, they all were like, "Dad!" Like they just assumed that it was their dad.
That's fair. I bet is that your uncle? Where were you?
Oh, just at a friend's house.
Oh, damn. Broke your tailbone. Probably.
Probably.
Asterisk.
More than likely.
Fuck. I blew myself up once.
Oh, okay. but we pieced you back together. We found you afterwards.
Yeah.
We had technology and funds.
Robo douche.
Humpty Dumpty.
Robo douche.
Yeah. Like RoboCop. We have the technology. Is that not where you're going?
No, that's $1 Million Man, isn't it?
Fuck.
I have no idea.
Everybody at us.
Correct the fuck out of us. Actually, what if we're both wrong and it's some third movie? Or are you positive that it's...
I'm pretty sure it's $1 Million Man, but now that you say RoboCop, I like... What's that phenomenon where like you're...
Oh, the Mandela effect?
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting Mandela'd right now, dude.
But no, I'm from Louisiana, and so...
Louisiana!
But no, I was going back to Louisiana for a wedding, and as soon as I got there, my grandfather meets us at the car. I don't even unpack. I do nothing except for go with my grandfather because he has built the biggest brush pile for me and him to burn. He
I
knew
can see where this is going.
Yeah. So...
was there gasoline involved?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course there's got to be gasoline involved.
It was also a July... Like, it was... weeks after my birthday.
Yeah.
So...
You're talking vaporized gasoline.
Vaporized. Like...
Oh, no.
Aerosol type gasoline.
Oh, no.
Surrounding me. So he meets us at the car, opens the van door and says, "Ross, let's go. We're gonna go burn some shit." Except all grandpa-y. So he didn't cuss.
I mean, that's an American dream, though, to burn shit with your grandpa.
Yeah. No, that was like, I was a firebug.
It was July, too. Was this the 4th or like...
No,
your
it was...
birthday's after the 4th.
My birthday's the 2nd.
Oh, is it really? Don't do drugs, people.
People are going to think you're like a straight up drug.
Okay, don't get hit in the head, people. Don't get concussed.
There you go.
Yeah.
I have a concussion story.
Oh, boy. We're going to get into the concussions.
I think we've already gone over.
Yeah, I'm so
No,
a different
a
one.
legit concussion.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you were concussed after that. To this day, I feel so bad about it. I'm like, I concussed my friend.
So, my grandfather and me walked down to the shed where he has 5 gallons of gasoline. This is a big brush pile. This was like 12 feet tall, 30 feet wide, like diameter. We were burning trees and really old furniture.
Oh, no.
Out in the field.
Are you supposed to burn furniture? Okay.
I was like 13. This was 15 years ago.
This is before you knew better. Ross revealing his
But he
age.
definitely knew better. That's the shitty thing. The laws in Louisiana are a little bit different anyways. But we go out there, and he also has some oil that he was burning. It was like a little bit. But so I climbed to the top of the brush pile and pour about 4 gallons right down the center.
So you're standing over the puddle that you're pouring down. Okay.
I have 5 gallons. I pour 4 gallons down it. And I'm a bit of a pyro. So I used the last gallon to make a trail 20 or 30 feet away.
That's somewhat responsible.
Yeah, so like
a fuse line.
I've fucked this up before. Not to this extent, but I knew some steps to take. And so what I should have done is walked even further away, lit something on fire, and thrown that.
Yeah.
I did not. I took a fucking knee and just and lit my cigarette lighter. I don't smoke, kids. And I didn't get to place the cigarette lighter. The air just exploded around me.
God.
It was great.
You were probably coated in vapors too.
Yeah,
you were probably doused.
I should have
gasoline.
died.
Did you lose any hair after that?
Wait. So all I remember was I lit this and was picked. I wasn't picked up, but I was pushed to my feet and then back onto my ass. Like, I never left the ground, but it like pushed me over. Kind of.
So
like,
was that the force or was that the shock?
No, it was the force. Like it.
Holy shit.
Like, so later on, when I got back to school, I talked to one of my teachers, and I described to him what happened. And so apparently, what happened was the vapor exploded, caught everything on fire, and then once that fire made it to the epicenter, that actually exploded and pushed what was already on fire into my face.
Oof.
So it was just more dense air, and it pushed me
yeah.
over, and I immediately stood up and was like not physically on fire, I don't think. But
I don't think. I would hope you knew.
I didn't.
But you're here. You're here, and your skin is fine. So
It wasn't though.
Oh boy.
What?
What happened?
Apparently, at some point, I covered my face with my left hand, and that took the brunt of it. And the first 5 or 6 layers of my left hand melted off.
Your face was on fire.
My face was not on fire. My hand was flash melted.
Hold on. What do you mean 5 or 6 layers?
I don't know. Like,
I don't think there's that many
None
layers.
of us here have a PhD. We can neither.
no, there's like a shit ton
I
of
think
layers.
there's like 4.
Hold on.
There was a fuck ton of my skin melted off.
So wait, you said you rubbed your face.
No. I covered my face.
Okay.
I covered, like, whenever it
Oh, so
happened,
the back of your hand got burned.
the back of my hand.
Gotcha.
And you could actually see where my hand didn't cover my face.
Oh my god.
Skin only has 3 layers.
Okay,
Wow.
maybe like just the top layer or something? I don't know.
Everybody-
The top layer of my skin melted off.
Everybody at Ross with pictures of cross sections of skin.
I'm editing the number 8 out. Fuck you guys.
We got a razzie, dude.
But yeah, apparently my grandmother heard the shockwave about a football field away.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I do have quite a list of injuries.
Okay, tell us a good one.
Well, I played rugby throughout high school, but none of those are fun injuries. All of those are serious
You
injuries.
played sports.
Yeah.
We learning some shit.
You guys didn't know I played rugby? I talk about it all the time. Or I guess I don't talk about it. Yeah. Fun
No, I
fact,
think
I
I
played
knew
rugby in high school.
I did know that because you were
That's how I
peer
got
pressured
concussed.
into drinking a lot.
Yes, that too.
Oh.
The rugby team is where the rejects from the football team and the stoners go to. So you put those two ingredients together and you have some very wild parties.
Wow.
If you're in high school, join the rugby team and develop an alcohol addiction.
Don't listen to beats.
Just not the last part. Rugby's dope.
Rugby's a fun sport, though.
Drinking in moderation is fine.
Yeah. I mean, I have too many injuries from there to count, but none of those are funny.
You guys lose the game.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck you.
Oh, this is a fun one.
Okay.
This one, going off the coattails of alcoholism. My friends and I used to... My friends and I used to climb to the top of our school and bring like a handle of vodka in high school. And then
Dude,
just
you did the much cooler version of what I did.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I climbed to the
What's the
top.
lame version?
Yeah. What is the lame version, actually?
No alcohol.
Oh.
No, alcohol's not cool.
Did you guys use a ladder
A ladder for what?
to get up there?
Oh, a ladder? No.
Or you just do it?
There were like these like not crates. What are these? Those like
Pallets?
pallets. Thank you. There are some pallets, and we kind of rigged them together to like make a shit ladder. It was 100% not safe and wobbly.
Alright.
I always had to go on first because the other guys were supporting me, and I was a girthy boy.
Girthy bow.
Yeah, and if I like misstepped, it broke the whole thing. Anyway,
Shit.
we would just go up there, like especially during the summer when we had nothing to do. We'd climb up there and just get wasted and just do dumb shit. We did this thing called I think it's called blind tag. Where we basically just close
On
our
the
eyes and
roof?
play tag on the roof. Yeah,
Oh
there's a
my
lot of shit you can trip over on the roof too. There's like pipes
Oh,
and
yeah,
shit.
no,
Yeah,
for sure.
Um,
For sure. Is this a one-story building?
Yes.
Okay.
It wasn't that high up, so that's actually a good segue into what happened one
Okay.
night. This must have been when I was like a junior or senior.
No, I was saying like...
Oh no! Keep it in. Fuck it.
No.
We're doing it live.
We're not.
Okay, fine.
Fuck it, we're doing it.
We'll do it live.
We're
But
not.
we would climb up here, just get really drunk. Must have been 2 or 3 in the morning this one time, and we were just being obscenely loud. We were just being teenage boys, We must have been juniors or seniors in high school, and we hear in the distance a door open and shut. Yeah, and like we saw a light turn on.
Was that good?
Yeah, that was really good.
Fuck yeah.
and we see like a figure standing out on a balcony, and at this point we're like, fuck, cops. So immediately we try looking for the quickest route off the roof.
Which
Thing
is jumping off.
Yes, which is jumping off. Well, we saw some bushes and we were like, oh, bushes will break my fall.
God,
Oh
no.
god, that's because every cartoon in the world
Yeah,
is like,
yeah,
"Ah,
just fall into the
bushes are
bush."
like- it's gonna go.
Yeah, and when you're
gonna
drunk
be okay.
and in a panic, you know, you don't got options. So let me tell you something about my weight. I'm a hefty boy, and my fingers, they do not support. We were in a hurry, so we weren't doing the thing where you like gently let yourself down, like pull-up style. We were just
Yeah.
like jump off, but hold on, use your fingers to stop your momentum a little bit and fall into the bush.
Oh, I feel that.
When a big dude does that, or when a hefty man does that, and also there was morning dew on like the
Oh, boy.
it's like metal.
Was this before
gutters.
school?
This was
In the
at like
summer.
2 or 3 in the morning, maybe 4.
Ah,
Yeah.
I did that too.
So you know, of course, my finger slips. I bust ass. You know what? That might be the reason why my hip hurts so bad these days, because I fell on my left side.
Dude.
Holy
that's
shit!
It.
Yeah, because my hip just started
That's
randomly
yeah.
hurting. But yeah.
You think you did this because you got out of a chair too fast, right?
Yeah, well,
No, the
the
toilet.
real story. I say chair when I tell it to people who don't know me.
I was trying to help
It's,
you.
no, it's okay.
Full transparency on
yeah,
this
full
podcast.
transparency. Here's what happened.
Oh.
It's coming out. I was dropping a hot one, okay, and then I got up to wipe. And as soon as I get up, my hip pops. My left hip just go boom, and I'm like, "Fuck, I'm gonna die."
Wait, can we go back to the part where you stand up to wipe?
You lean up.
Wait, so you didn't get up? You just leaned forward?
Yeah, I leaned forward.
Grandpa? What the fuck?
I
Do we need to
lifted my
put you in a
ass.
hole?
I lifted my ass off the seat and leaned
Oh,
forward.
so you
a
like
little bit.
rotated one cheek.
No, I went like that.
You're wiping wrong.
Am I wiping wrong?
Yes.
I'm not wiping wrong. Everybody at me with diagrams of wiping. Everybody at me with diagrams of wiping. I
My
pop
mind
my
is
head.
blown right now.
Now, wait, how do you wipe?
By sitting on the toilet. Like, I don't move to wipe.
Okay.
I moved
and
to
you
wipe.
like lean forward.
A little bit, yeah. I
I lift a cheek.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't... You make it sound like you're getting up. Like, you're...
You're like doing a partial squat.
Yeah, I do I hold a squat.
Do you get off of the toilet?
Yeah, my ass-
You're not putting weight on the
Right.
toilet.
I
You're
don't know.
wiping wrong. Okay, everybody tell me.
Everybody send me diagrams of wiping your ass.
Send us videos of you wiping your own
No, don't do that. No. Unless you're clothed, that's fine, but no.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I guess I don't really want to see that either.
I think that'd be funny though.
Fully
Wait, send us
clothed.
videos of you clothed and wiping your ass, and we'll throw them all together into a montage, and it'll be hilarious.
Absolutely.
A full how-to video.
Yes.
Okay.
But regardless, that's beside the point. Ass wiping aside, I pop my hip, getting off the toilet. Okay, and I never felt more vulnerable than that moment because I was afraid to fully erect my body.
Oh, no, I get
Yeah,
that.
I was like, if I move at all,
You know
something's
what?
gonna happen.
I'm actually changing. I had another injury, quote unquote, but I'm changing it because of that. Because this was a lot more impactful.
Because there's like injuries that like, you know, it's like, oh fuck, that hurt, and that's annoying. But there's other injuries where you're like scared, and
Like,
you're like,
because all of
oh,
a sudden
fuck.
you're like, if this is as bad as it might be, my life is changed.
Yeah, like the course of your life is just a different direction. And
Like, even if it's just, I can't run now. Like,
I've been concussed many times.
You know what? We probably all have.
Yeah.
I used to be smart.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so it was at a theme park in like Ohio or something. What is there a famous one up there?
Dollywood.
Not Dollywood. That's
Oh, Dollywood too.
no.
Dolly World.
No.
Dollyland? Shit.
It's nothing to do with Dolly.
Dollytopia.
Everybody send pictures of Dollyland or Dollywood to Ross.
I'm gonna have to look this up because it's bothering me. Hold on.
I've never been to the Midwest, so
Hold
I don't
on.
know shit about them. I know there's corn. I like corn.
Parton World.
Pardon.
Dolly Parton World.
I got
Partington.
it. Okay. I was at the Cedar Point theme
Cedar
park
Point.
in Ohio,
Gotcha.
and
Why were you in Ohio?
just road trip.
to Ohio.
That wasn't the destination. It was a pass-through point.
That's like a pit stop, you know?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, we were poor.
So, this is when I was an adult. I wasn't a child.
That's when she was making her own bread.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
All right. So, anyways. And I didn't really want to ride any roller coasters, but somebody made me get on one anyways.
Oh, no.
So, at that point, I was like really, really petite and thin and just like itty bitty, too small for the ride, kind of.
Yeah. Did you stand on
Bro,
What?
I was like 50 pounds lighter. I'm not kidding.
Everybody's small to me. Because I'm so big. I'm tall. I'm 7'8".
That's too
585 pounds. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So you are this room.
Yes.
So I get on the coaster, and it was really super rough because it was one of those old wooden coasters.
Like the Viper at...
How that used... No, the Ninja
Cyclone.
used to be really rough. The Cyclone was
at
wooden.
Six Flags, yeah.
It was
The
worse than that,
Viper's
though.
intense,
I
my
think...
bad.
Anyways, so I was on it, and it was like...
Oof.
And I hit my head, like, on each side of
Oof.
the seat, or whatever
Like
the
some
thing
guarding.
was.
I bet
Yeah.
that was the first time you ever truly terrified for your life.
No, there was another time on a roller coaster when I was a kid, but we don't want to get into that. Wait, as a side note, when I was a kid and I got on the Ninja at Six Flags, I was too small for that one too.
Uh-oh.
And
Almost
it
fell out.
literally threw out my back, and I was like 8 years old. And I went to a birthday party like the next day, and I couldn't even jump on the trampoline because my back was hurting.
Back problems at 8 years old.
Okay, so back to Cedar Point, and I get off the ride, and I'm like dizzy, my head hurts, I feel nauseous. I'm like, I'm not getting on any more rides today, so we left after not too long because they felt bad. So then we're driving down the road, and I'm just in the passenger seat, and all of a sudden, I'm getting really sleepy, but like, I don't want to go to sleep.
Because you're scared.
I feel really weird.
No.
And then I start like hearing things.
Oh, no.
Like
And-
in Digimon.
I looked over and I was like, what did you say? And the driver was like, I didn't say anything. And I was like, what?
Uh-oh.
And so then I start hearing music, like Regina
Shut the
Spektor's
fuck
song
up.
that I really liked. And then,
Hold on. Pause.
then what?
Regina Spektor's lit. Sorry.
I know she is.
No, she's
love
not.
Regina. I love
God,
Regina
she's so
Spektor.
overrated.
She's cool. I love her stuff.
At me, Aaron. He overplayed that shit. I'm sorry. Like
Not possible. Anyway, so Regina Spektor,
Sure.
I think I'm hearing her. And then all of a sudden I just like snap, and then like some other completely different song is playing on the radio.
Oh, no.
And I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Was it actually playing?
It was not playing. Regina Spektor was never
But
playing
the other
in the
song,
car.
like the new, like had you all
The other song was playing, but I was hearing something else.
You were having an Eminem B-Rabbit moment. You had to snap back to reality.
Right.
Oh, there goes gravity. Sorry.
Full-on auditory hallucinations.
Yeah, that's kind
It
of
was
freaky.
pretty fucked.
Awesome.
I've never been the same since.
Oh, jeez.
Shit.
Yeah, that ride straight up concussed you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fun. Get it together, Cedar. What was it?
Cedar Point.
Cedar Point, you need to reevaluate just your lives.
I could
Your
have,
lives.
just know I could have sued you and I didn't. I'm just kidding. Cut that out.
I'm pretty sure.
I could have what?
Sued you.
I'm pretty sure you waive your rights as soon as you like. But there's
yeah.
some bullshit.
Well, you don't sign a waiver.
But I think like the act of purchasing. is,
Yeah,
like,
probably. It's like you know the dangers
Yeah.
involved.
Some shit like that.
But
Now I don't really like roller coasters that much unless they're very smooth and they're steel.
they're all pretty smooth nowadays.
I love roller coasters if there's no line.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one time at Six Flags, we got onto Goliath like 24 times in a row just because there was no line. It
That's
was so
dope.
dope.
I hate
Yeah.
Goliath.
I love
That's-
Oh,
Goliath.
I love that one.
I don't
Just
like.
because the line. The payoff isn't worth the wait for the line, but
Yeah.
when you can jump back into line, that was 100% worth it.
In the same vein of us having old people injuries,
Oh boy.
I think I almost broke my back just trying to pick up my dog a couple years ago at this point.
I think I recall a story similar to this.
We were getting a pizza delivered to the house, and yeah, humble brag.
Wow, imagine being that loaded. Almost as loaded as that pizza, am I right?
Hey.
Nah, just pepperonis and cheese. Don't go too crazy. But my dog Sam was losing his shit because someone rang the doorbell. I just picked him up with my back.
You did
and
the
just
lean over back.
Rookie mistake.
Yeah.
Heard that like
Oh no.
in my lower back.
And you're just like,
and
uh-oh.
I just collapsed. I'm not joking.
The pizza guy's at the door. He's like, hello?
I literally crawled around the corner and just laid in the fetal position for about 10 minutes.
Ow.
My wife is like just looking at me like, can I eat the pizza though? I was terrified. Any kind of movement just sent shocks and waves of pain down my leg and up my back.
Oof.
And
that's the worst kind of pain where you feel it in your fingertips. You're just like, ow.
just the whole body. 3 months and like 17 chiropractor visits later, I'm okay.
Nice.
That's good.
At least you got it treated. That's
Yeah,
good.
no, it was it fucking sucked. But like with your butt bone, your coccyx.
Oh, your coccyx.
Yeah, like I had trouble. Like if I sat down for too long, that shit hurt getting up.
I actually have a question for both of you.
Okay.
How do you guys react to stubbing your toe?
I get angry,
Angry?
like fiercely mad. Like I get angry.
So your instant reaction is anger. What about you, Haley?
Don't know. I haven't done it in
what's,
so long.
What's that first initial?
Are you serious?
Just like,
I think. Oh, you know what?
it's like, fuck, who put this wall here?
Wait, are you talking about like when you're walking and you stub it on the ground, or when you
just
jam it into something?
Yeah, you're just walking and then boom,
Okay,
kick something
so
in accident.
I just like instinctively jump into the air and grab my whole foot, and I'm
Are
like,
you serious? You fucking cartoon.
Is
like
it anger?
that.
Like what emotion is it?
it's not an
Not
emotion.
emotion,
It's
it's-
just like raw pain.
So pain like overrides any. You don't have an emotional reaction
Yeah,
to it.
no, I didn't know that that's a thing.
Well, I'm in Ross's similar boat. I also get very upset. Like I get irrationally
Mad,
angry.
right?
Yeah. Well, also I think it's because like
Furious.
like most of the time it's like I don't really get mad, but like
Yeah.
the when I stub my toe, that's when the anger comes out.
Yeah.
And it's like who the fuck put this goddamn table here? Even though I know I'm the fucking idiot who put the table there.
So like all of your stored anger just like comes out when you stub your toe.
And it usually spirals. Like in like a
Yeah.
split second, it spirals into other things. And it's like, God damn it, if only I had spent money on a different kind of table, I should have taken this other thing.
Why didn't I spend this money? My mom didn't prepare me to to evaluate
And then
chairs
as soon
and
as the
tables.
pain's over, it's just gone. And it's lightly therapeutic. I won't lie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, like if the fucking pain, like if it hurts too bad, it just hurts forever.
Yeah.
But like
It's throbbing if it's like a serious one.
But like if it's just a little bit less painful than that, it's like that felt good.
Yeah.
It felt good to be outwardly angry for a
just
minute.
express for a few moments.
Wow. Yeah. No.
Wait,
that feels
should we go see somebody about that?
Oh yeah.
I think we might have issues.
Maybe you should just start a therapeutic toe stubbing club.
Yeah.
And you just like jam it at the same time together, and everybody's like,
No thanks. I hate stubbing my toe.
Yeah.
It is so painful. I don't know why.
Okay, so I've never thought about that as stubbing your toe. I think of that as jamming your toe.
I think jamming your toe is when like it's like jamming your finger where like it just
Right, but like
Yeah.
when you
But that's when it hurts
jam it
the
into
worst.
the wall.
True.
But I always thought stubbing was like when you're walking and then you like hit it on the ground, and it scrapes the tip of it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's never happened.
That's
to
not
me.
a problem.
Really?
Yeah, that's never
Dude,
happened
that
to
shit
me.
happened to me all the time when I was a kid.
Do you wear too big shoes?
No, it's like barefoot. When you're barefoot and you do that.
You,
I was barefoot a lot when I was a kid.
but how do you stub your? Well, I guess
Does it
that's
hurt
never
when you do
happened to
that?
me.
What?
Does that hurt when you do that?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
bet.
worse than just hitting
Especially
it
if you're
into
like
something.
walking on like concrete.
Oh, you know what it is? My grandfather always like yelled at me for dragging my feet.
My mom did too, and my grandma did too.
Sorry,
Yeah,
you're just
yeah.
a degenerate, Haley.
Okay.
My grandfather was in the military, and he would hear the gravel like dragging behind, and he's like, "Son, what the hell are you doing? Pick up your feet when you walk, like a gentleman, or like a fucking you lazy bitch." And I don't know.
My grandma and mom were just cheap, and they're like, "You're gonna wear out your soul. Stop."
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Okay.
No, yeah, I remember being like 18 and like dragging my feet and then stopping because my grandfather told me not to, and then being like, "Nah, fuck that. I'm an adult. I'll drag my feet if I want to."
Subconsciously
I
right.
did, dude. I started walking proper, and I was like, "Fuck that shit. I'm an adult," and I started doing it, and I'm like, "God, I'm a degenerate," and I started picking my feet up again.
I guess I did drag my feet, but it's not just like if you're barefoot, if you just bend your toes down a little too much, you're gonna scrape them.
Fuck, are you a raptor?
What? Hold on.
Pick up your feet.
That thing where I can stand on my toes like this, right?
No, don't do it,
do
please.
that.
That's gonna hurt me.
Don't do that.
Have you seen it?
I've never seen that. Or did you take ballet?
No.
Oh,
Hold
no,
on.
don't do it, please.
Don't watch. I'm gonna show Ross. Oh, he's gonna take a look. I've got
Fuck
this
yeah, I am.
stuck to my ass.
I'll look. Okay. I'm scared. I'm not ready for this.
Hold on, let me stretch him out before I put the weight on them.
Are you a ballet dancer?
Oh.
Fuck up!
I don't like that.
Oh, no! What the?
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
You just Tarzaned your feet.
I'm very happy
Like, you know-
to have disturbed you all today.
So, wait, is that how you would walk?
No,
Oh,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, if you bend your toes, then it happens.
So, like, at my old job, I had to wear steel-toe boots.
Yeah.
So, like, I think I got lazy with not banging my toe on shit.
Oh.
And I think I came home to the dogs having shit on the floor.
Oof.
And I just had the worst day of my life, and I'm definitely going to come across as a person who needs anger therapy.
Did you kick something?
I kicked the shit out of a chair. It was already like, we were throwing the chair out, so like in my head I was like, that's fine, we're throwing that out anyways. But all I was wearing was like cheap Vans, and that's the time that I fucked up my toe. I'm pretty sure I broke my toe.
Ow.
I didn't walk
Don't
straight.
kick furniture, bro.
Don't kick furniture.
PSA, don't kick furniture and support your library. Develop an alcohol dependency.
Don't do that.
Life lesson.
Go to anger management and AA.
Or therapy. Just go to, everyone should go to therapy.
I will say,
Quiet motherfuckers.
I mean, going off the anger point, I will say, I'm sorry to dwell on this too long, but it's a good talking point. Ever since I've started, like, kind of dabbling in
Witchcraft?
And wizardry?
yeah. I've been trying to bring back the Salem witch trials. I think we gotta thin out the hurt. I'm just kidding. Ever since I started like getting into just messing around with like screamo and like growling, I practice it a lot in my car. I'm 100% sure people can hear it from outside my car, especially when they have their windows open or if they're walking in the street. But I don't give a shit anymore. Like so many people have just stared at me that I'm just like, this is me. This is me. It's who I am.
So are you trying to start a band?
No, I'm just.
He wants to be considered for a band later.
No, I want it to specifically. I want to specifically use it in Smash. Whenever I take someone's stock, I just want to scream in like a really satanic scream. I just really send it home.
Okay.
But you would have to be able to kill people to do that, Ross.
Ross, listen, you don't want to do this. But besides that, but like I found that it helps a lot with
Anger?
Yeah, just yell. Yelling's good.
Oh,
it feels
dude,
good.
that's I think I'm going insane
Yeah.
from not being at UAC where I could just scream sometimes. Like,
At our office, you got to kind of internalize things. It's
I mean,
very,
that's pretty much any office.
Yeah. I keep silly putty at my desk just to like tear apart and just like. Yeah.
I have to destroy something now.
Well, I mean, when you're looking at a code and you've been staring at it for an hour and you're just like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I
how.
feel that.
You're just like,
Feel
I
the
gotta
fuck
destroy
out of
something.
I gotta destroy something. And it can't be this code because I'll get fired.
So, have any of you, we've talked a lot about injuries that are kind of mostly internal or besides like hair being singed off. Have you had like really gory, like gross injuries?
I
Let's
cut
see.
I almost cut the tendon that makes your thumb move.
Ooh.
Really?
I'm gonna say this. You guys are gonna laugh. I cut some cheese. Yeah. Fuck. I worked at a restaurant and we had these big blocks of cheese. I had to cut into like smaller blocks so I could shred it. And we didn't have like a two-handled knife.
Oof.
I don't think that's a thing. Anyways, but so I'd use this big ass like just general knife and I'd put a rag at one end of it so I could press down on both sides.
Yeah.
And I didn't have the rag one day and my hand slipped and it just barely nicked. But that scared the shit out of me, so I pulled back.
Ooh.
And when I pulled back, this
Yeah.
fucker dug into my thumb. And it didn't hurt really bad immediately.
You got the adrenaline.
But I like pushed my hand back and I like flexed my thumb back, like spreading my hand out, and all I could see was the tiniest little line. I was like, oh, that's not bad at all. So I closed my hand, and the thing went, and it opened up, and I could see down into my hand.
Into your hand gash.
And that's how I knew I almost got the tendon, because I could see the tendon.
Oh, gross.
Super gross.
And then the little hole filled up with blood and started bleeding everywhere, and I had to throw all the cheese away.
That is the real tragedy of this story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, it was...
So my gory story involves bicycles.
Oh, no.
I'm sure you guys have heard this opinion of mine before, but I think bicycles are death traps. They should not be allowed around children or anyone ever. That is how I feel. I will stand by that.
First. Hashtag anti-bike.
Haley is spearheading the anti-bike movement.
Two of the goriest incidents of my life involved bicycles.
Damn. Okay.
One of them was when I was a little kid, and my dad saw me riding my bike. He told me to put some shoes on. And of course, I was nah, I don't need shoes. So that was like the first time I ever remember actively defying my father.
Wow, you're such a rebel.
No, like I was a good kid. I loved my dad, so I just did what he said. So this time I didn't.
Right.
Not 5 seconds later,
And your arrogance.
I crashed into the side of the car, and somehow the bike like shifted and smashed into my foot, and the handle ripped off, not the handle, the pedal ripped off my toenail.
Oh, no.
And
Damn
it was so gross.
Oh.
It's permanently like fucked up now. It never grows straight anymore.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I have a toenail story, or a fingernail story.
After that, like, I was like, I'm never not listening to my dad again.
Damn.
So,
Listen to your fathers.
yeah. My other bicycle story, I was riding a bike on a paved trail behind someone else. We come to like a curve, and instead of continuing around the curve, he just stopped, and I didn't have time to stop behind him. So I kept going, even though I hit my brakes, and I hit them so hard, I flew over the handlebars.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Get them front brakes.
I guess so. I don't know what happened, but I looked down and my knee was just like open to the bone.
Fuck off.
And I had to take a shirt and tie it around, and then put my leg over the seat and just like hobble all the way back. It was miles back to my car.
No.
Damn. In that same vein, and in the same
up.
vein of Louisiana injuries, all of my worst injuries have been in Louisiana. So
Well, that's when you were a kid, right?
no, I mean I still go visit. It's
You
always
go and get injured again.
basically every single fucking time.
Okay.
So my grandfather was a mechanic in the Air Force. Yeah, in the Air Force. And so he was just always fixing shit. And that includes dirt bikes and four-wheelers and go-karts. So one particularly active time we went there, we had 2 dirt bikes, 2 four-wheelers, and a go-kart. It was me, 3 little brothers, and 2 cousins. But we all had our own vehicles that we could just drive around. But a couple of us weren't old enough to drive the dirt bikes. So I got stuck with the dirt bike, which is fine. And so we're all doing this kind of figure 8. They also were little shitheads, and they left my youngest cousin. So he didn't have anything to ride on, and they kind of just like left him. So I put him on the dirt bike with me in front of me. And so we're going, and I saw them coming. They didn't see me, so they didn't get on their brakes. So I hit my brakes really hard, which means I couldn't steer. So I hit the brakes, and then I also hit a rock with my front wheel. Me and my cousin both fly off the front handle.
Ouch.
We are both in the air.
Ouch.
I just instinctively bear hug him, and we just go fucking. We flew for like 15 feet through the air. I land on my shoulder and roll to my back, and I just slide across gravel on my back for another 15 feet with my little cousin on my chest. My back was mincemeat. Like, I was fucked up. And he didn't get up. He kind of like laid there on my chest.
Shocked.
Like, and I'm like, Nate, I need you to get up. And he did not get up smoothly. He didn't roll off of me. He rolled and flipped over and like was on my chest like, Ross, are you okay? I'm like, I'll be much better if you get off my chest.
There are rocks in my bone.
Oh, poor Nathan. But yeah, we got up and my white shirt was red.
One time in rugby, I got tackled in the stomach, but my mouth was closed because we had mouth guards in. So the air was forced out of my nose, and it was a cold wind. So just sprays of mucus and stuff just went flying out onto the guy's back because he got me in the gut. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, man.
I was 100% sure you were about to tell us you threw up on the guy.
It was because my mouth was closed, so it was just like, like the strongest snot rocket that my body has ever produced. Right onto this man's back. It was so funny.
Oh, man. There's I can't remember what it's called, but whenever something bad is about to happen to someone, our instinct as humans is to breathe in real fast. But that causes...
counterintuitive.
Yeah, you want to exhale because otherwise your lungs can pop. Yeah. So if you hadn't snot rocketed all over this dude, your lungs would have just popped. So
they teach us that in boxing too, actually.
Yeah.
If with every punch you throw, you exhale because it makes you hit harder and better.
Yeah.
But also so that if you do get countered in the diaphragm, the air is already out. So,
yeah.
That
makes sense.
And if you're like flexing, it absorbs more impact, right?
Yeah, but a common trick that a lot of boxers use is they'll double up on like a body shot. So as soon as you feel impact, your instincts just flex to meet that impact, right?
Yeah.
So they'll start with a light but fast one, and then like since your body's only prepared for that light one, they'll come back with the same hand but harder. And so...
Oh, the same hand.
Yeah,
not a 1,
so it's
2,
like
just
1, 2, and then like you feel like your body is prepared for the soft one. But then as soon as that big one comes in, your body can't react fast enough.
I bet your body's also like relaxing.
Yeah, it's trying to go back to normal state. Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's why liver shots. Oh, well, also because the body is stupid. Your liver, it's on the right side behind your ribs, but enough of it sticks out under your ribs.
Yeah, it's
so a lot of people go for that, and it just cripples you. You just fall to the ground. I hear it's excruciating. It's never happened to me, so.
Oh, let's hope it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not ready for a liver shot. I hear it's one of the most painful things in the world.
Well, that's going to wrap us up for this episode.
If you have any injuries that you would like to share, go ahead and let us know. Preferably without gory pictures, but you know what? That's on you if you want to send those. And if you have
invite that openly.
Yes, and if you have any ideas for future episodes, go ahead and assault us with this. Assault us with this. Just assault us with your ideas and give us ratings.
And also email us at PassingLaughs@gmail.com.
Or you can hit us up on Twitter at PassingLaughs.
And you know what?
We're also on Facebook.
Yeah.
At PassingLaughs.
Yeah.
Instagram.
And Instagram at PassingLaughs. And just share us with your friends if you like us.
Pass on those laughs.
Yeah. Hey!
Oh.